In this video, we delve into 3 disturbing true stories from deep web users, real accounts from individuals who ventured into the shadowy corners of the internet and encountered experiences that left them deeply unsettled. The deep web, often misunderstood, harbors hidden forums, encrypted marketplaces, and obscure communities. While not all of it is malicious, these stories reveal the darker side that lurks beneath the surface. Story 1 by Alex T. In 2019, I was a cybersecurity student with a keen interest in understanding the darker aspects of the internet. My curiosity led me to explore the deep web, aiming to study its structure and the types of activities that occurred there. Using Tor, I navigated through various directories and stumbled upon a marketplace that claimed to sell rare and antique items. The site had a minimalist design, with categories ranging from vintage electronics to obscure literature. One listing caught my eye. Antique camera, 1950s, contains undeveloped film. As a photography enthusiast, I was intrigued. The seller had positive reviews, and the price was reasonable. I decided to purchase it, thinking it would be an interesting project to develop the film and see what images it held. A week later, the package arrived. The camera was indeed vintage, with a roll of film still inside. I took it to a local lab that specialized in developing old film. A few days later, they called me, their tone serious. They asked me to come in to discuss the photographs. At the lab, the technician showed me the developed photos. My heart sank. The images depicted various individuals in distressing situations, seemingly unaware they were being photographed. The background suggested they were taken in different locations, possibly over several years. The final photo was of a person tied to a chair, looking directly at the camera with fear in their eyes. I immediately contacted the authorities and handed over the camera and photographs. An investigation was launched, but I was advised not to discuss the details publicly. The experience left me shaken, realizing that my innocent curiosity had led me to uncover something sinister. If you're enjoying these creepy stories so far, make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. If you have a terrifying experience of your own, send it to the email in the description below. Story 2 by Emily R. During my college years, I often found myself exploring various online communities. One evening, I came across a deep web chat room that advertised itself as a place for philosophical discussions. Intrigued, I joined under a pseudonym. The chat room was active, with users discussing topics ranging from ethics to existentialism. However, as the night progressed, the conversation took a darker turn. Participants began sharing disturbing theories and personal anecdotes that blurred the line between reality and delusion. One user, named Watcher, directed a message at me. "Emily, do you believe in fate?" I was taken aback. I hadn't used my real name anywhere online. I replied cautiously, asking how they knew my name. Watcher responded, "We've met before. Think back to the bookstore on 5th Avenue." Chills ran down my spine. I frequented that bookstore, and I recalled a man who had approached me there, asking about a book I was holding. I had thought it was a casual interaction. I left the chat room immediately and shut down my computer. Over the next few days, I noticed subtle signs that someone had been in my apartment. Objects slightly moved, windows I was sure I'd closed left ajar. I reported my concerns to the police, but without concrete evidence, there was little they could do. I moved to a new apartment and changed all my online habits. The experience taught me that the deep web isn't just a digital space. Sometimes its shadows can reach into the real world. Story 3 by Marcus L. After graduating with a degree in computer science, I struggled to find a job that matched my skills. Frustrated, I turned to freelance work and stumbled upon a deep web forum where tech enthusiasts shared projects and job opportunities. One post caught my attention. Seeking programmer for a confidential project. High pay. Anonymity guaranteed. I responded, and after a brief exchange, I was given a task. to develop a software that could scrape data from various sources and compile it into a specific format. The work was challenging but within my capabilities. Upon completion, I was paid handsomely in cryptocurrency. Encouraged, I accepted another task, and then another. Each project became progressively more complex and morally ambiguous, involving data manipulation and intrusion into private systems. Eventually, I began to question the nature of the work. I attempted to trace the source of the job postings but found nothing. Then I received an email. Curiosity is dangerous. Focus on your tasks. Disturbed, I ceased all communication and attempted to erase any digital traces of my involvement. Shortly after, I noticed unfamiliar vehicles parked near my residence and experienced repeated attempts to breach my personal devices. Fearing for my safety, I relocated and adopted a low-profile lifestyle. To this day, I remain vigilant, aware that my brief foray into the deep web's job market had entangled me in something far beyond my understanding. The deep web is a realm that promises anonymity and freedom, but as these stories reveal, it can also harbor dangers that extend beyond the digital. Curiosity may lead to discovery, but sometimes what we uncover is more than we bargained for. Always tread carefully, for some doors, once opened, cannot be closed.